Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Gia's Whimsical Journey to Green Eggs and Hamland. A special bedtime story for Gia. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town, there lived a sweet and curious girl named Gia. Gia had big, bright eyes that sparkled with excitement and a smile that could light up the darkest room. Every night before bed, Gia's parents would tuck her in and read her a story. Tonight, they had a very special story in mind, one that would take Gia on an extraordinary adventure. As Gia snuggled under her soft blankets, her parents opened a book called Green Eggs and Ham. The book told the story of a little creature named Sam, who tried his best to convince someone to try green eggs and ham. But there was a problem: nobody wanted to try them, not even Gia. Gia's parents smiled at her and said, "Gia, would you like to go on a magical journey tonight? A journey to a land where green eggs and ham are the most delicious food you've ever tasted?" Gia's eyes widened with excitement. "Yes, please," she exclaimed, her heart dancing with anticipation. With a wave of their hands, Gia's parents transported her into the enchanting world of the story. Gia found herself standing in a vibrant meadow, surrounded by colorful flowers and flying butterflies. The air was filled with the sweet scent of adventure. Just as Gia was about to explore, she heard a giggle coming from behind a tall, leafy tree. She tiptoed over, her heart thumping with excitement, only to discover a mischievous little creature named Sam. Sam had a bright green hat that matched his energetic personality. His eyes twinkled mischievously, and he had a grin that stretched from ear to ear. "Hello, Gia," he said with a mischievous grin. "I've heard you're not a fan of green eggs and ham. But I know a place where you'll change your mind." Gia's eyes widened as she stared at Sam. "Really? Where is this magical place?" Sam pointed to a path that led to a whimsical forest, full of towering trees and mystical creatures. "Follow me," he exclaimed, dashing down the path with Gia close behind. As they ventured deeper into the forest, Gia's eyes grew wider with wonder. She saw birds with feathers in every color of the rainbow, squirrels balancing acorns on their tiny tails, and rabbits hopping merrily through the ferns. It was like stepping into a fairy tale. After what felt like hours of adventuring, they arrived at a clearing where a group of creatures was busy cooking. The air was filled with delicious aromas, and Gia's mouth watered with anticipation. Gia watched in awe as the creatures created the most extraordinary dishes. They whipped up green eggs and ham in the most imaginative ways she could ever imagine. They scrambled them, fried them, and even made them into a cake. Sam presented Gia with a plate filled with green eggs and ham. "Go on, Gia. Take a bite. I promise you won't be disappointed." With a brave smile, Gia took a small bite and her taste buds exploded with delight. It was unlike anything she had ever tasted before. The eggs were fluffy and flavorful, and the ham was juicy and savory. Gia couldn't help but giggle with joy. Gia's heart was filled with gratitude as she thanked Sam and the other creatures for introducing her to this amazing land. She realized that trying new things could lead to incredible adventures and wonderful surprises. As the night sky filled with twinkling stars, Gia's parents appeared beside her. "We hope you had a fantastic journey, Gia," they said, their eyes shining with love. Gia hugged her parents tight, feeling grateful for their love and the magical journey they had shared. With a sleepy smile, Gia closed her eyes, drifting off to sleep with dreams of green eggs and ham dancing in her head. And so, Gia's whimsical journey came to an end, but the memories of her adventure would forever live in her heart. From that night on, Gia learned to embrace new experiences and always keep an open mind, just like the little creature named Sam. And as Gia drifted off to sleep, the world seemed a little brighter, the possibilities a little more endless, and her dreams a little more magical.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.